Feels good, man. Feels good to be back. I mean, I was out because of, I had no control of being out, I mean, so it's finally nice to have a fight booked, to be back, have a date, have an opponent, BMF title line. Life's good right now.
The entire time, you've been very active.
It doesn't matter, you know, I see a lot of people talking about it, but we're fighters, man. This is what we do. I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to the best version of Conor McGregor. I know, look the way he's talking, bro. He's fired up, I'm fired up.
Max Holloway has been fighting the very best talent that is available. The best fighters in the world, and oftentimes beating them. Like, for example, his last fight, or his last victory, should I say, was against Dustin Poirier, the man that beat Conor not once, but twice in a row.
He said that, you know, he got lost, and it is what it is, and that's and seeing his ups and his downs and taking the 5 year. I think the 5 year after that, after his injury too, and him coming back after 5 years, like, man, I'm getting ready for the most dangerous Conor McGregor there is.
McGregor is back, but Max Holloway is hunting. Blessed just dropped a scary, cold-blooded warning that has the entire MMA world shaking before UFC 329. He's not here for a payday. He's coming to finish what started 13 years ago. Don't blink. This is war.
Whether Holloway can, make the adjustments are certainly why the betting odds are what there are and why we have all these questions. But Conor still has the out pitch, if you will, that he needs to always at least retain that danger.
Max Holloway fires back with confidence, reminding everyone Conor McGregor has faced him before. McGregor responds with a ruthless warning, calling Max my son, from their first meeting and promising to humble him again. He insists Holloway still isn't on his level and vows to prove it inside the octagon, turning UFC 329 into an explosive grudge fight .08.
Unfortunately for him, you gotta see me first.
Max is my child. When we first competed, I sunned him. I'm going to go in and sun him again. These men are not on my level. It is on me now to go and show that. And that's what I will do.
Javier Mendez believes Conor McGregor holds the edge if this fight stays on the feet. He points to Conor's explosive power, sharp boxing, and elite fight IQ as major advantages over Max Holloway. Mendez says the biggest question is whether Conor arrives in peak condition. If he does, he heavily favors McGregor. Still, he warns fans not to underestimate Max, whose recent performances prove he remains a dangerous opponent.
And I don't see Conor not being able to replicate that. And it's not going to go to the ground. It's going to be a stand-up fight. And I just look at the powers on Conor's side, the boxing IQ is on Conor's side, you know. The only problem is Conor going to show up? If Conor shows up, I actually favor him 3-1, in my opinion. Not saying Max doesn't have a chance, because that'd be baloney, because look what he did to Gaethje.
Joe Rogan believes Max Holloway's biggest advantage isn't age, it's activity. He explains that Max has stayed busy against elite competition while Conor McGregor has spent long periods away from the octagon. Rogan points to Holloway's victories over top opponents and says those high-level battles keep a fighter sharp. He also believes lightweight suits Max perfectly, allowing him to perform at his best. Even so, Rogan warns that Conor's power always makes him dangerous, meaning Max cannot afford a single mistake.
Max Holloway isn't that much younger than Conor.
He's not.
But the thing is, Max has been in constant high-level competition the entire time. Won the BMF fight, beat Dustin, like constant high-level competition.
That's right.
It's a different thing.
And I honestly believe him at 155 is the best thing for him.
RJ Clifford believes this matchup comes down to timing versus freshness. He says Conor McGregor may enter healthier after spending years away from the cage, while Max Holloway carries the advantage of constant competition. Clifford questions whether Conor has evolved since his last run or still relies too heavily on landing one massive left hand. If McGregor rediscovers his old creativity, he becomes incredibly dangerous. Otherwise, Max's rhythm and activity could make the difference over 5 rounds.
Is he going to be back to being creative? Is he back to his old game? You know, that when Max fights southpaws, he loves to step outside that front foot and throw his 3-2. And so he wants an angle. Conor wants distance management. And then there's, like you said, the weight class. Conor's making a huge deal of how he has experience at 170 and Max doesn't. I think he's digging deep into his promotional bag for something like that. I don't think it's usually a massive issue. I think
Alexander Volkanovski expects Max Holloway to approach this fight with smart discipline rather than reckless aggression. He believes Max understands Conor McGregor's power well enough to avoid unnecessary exchanges early. Volkanovski warns that Conor remains one of the most dangerous punchers in MMA, capable of ending the fight instantly with one clean shot. However, if Holloway sticks to his game plan, manages the distance, and avoids those dangerous counters, Volkanovski believes Max gives himself an excellent chance of winning.
That easy. He's going to have big problems early, and I think Max is going to give him that respect and not let him land them big shots. So maybe we don't see him be as successful as he could be if Max was just like, he's done and just wanted to be quite aggressive. He could definitely give Max some problems. Max is going to be clever enough where we won't really see that, but I still think that
Daniel Cormier reflects on how far both men have come since their first meeting all those years ago. He points out Max was just a kid back then, same as Conor, but now these are grown men stepping into something massive together. Cormier admits it's hard imagining an event topping this one, insisting every time Conor McGregor fights, everything somehow gets bigger and better around him. His genuine excitement captures exactly why this matchup feels like one of the most dangerous, unmissable fights the sport has seen in years, with both men bringing real stakes into that octagon.
Max is a kid, Conor was a kid. These guys are going to be grown men fighting in what will be... It's hard to think that an event will get bigger after this, but every time Conor McGregor's here, it's bigger and it's better. The sport's better with...
Max Holloway keeps his message simple and focused, refusing to overcomplicate his approach heading into fight night. He insists he just needs to stay smart, sticking firmly to his game plan throughout the entire fight. He says he'll do whatever it takes to get his hand raised at the end, showing pure determination rather than empty trash talk. This calm, calculated confidence sends arguably the scariest message of all to Conor McGregor, proving Max isn't relying on hype or reputation, just pure preparation and discipline heading into this genuinely dangerous heavyweight showdown everyone's been waiting years to see happen.
I just need to be smart. I need to fight my game plan. I need to go in there, do what I gotta do to get my hand raised. That's what I'm planning.
Conor McGregor sounds genuinely thrilled, describing his long-awaited return to the octagon right now. He compares hearing about this fight to music itself, admitting after 5 long years away, his body finally feels fresh and his mind feels properly sharp again. He expresses real happiness landing such a great opponent and an incredible deal from the UFC, feeling genuinely honored after everything he's been through during this extended layoff. His excitement mixes confidence with gratitude, showing real hunger heading into this massive comeback fight against Max Holloway. Fans sense genuine danger in this renewed motivation, wondering whether 5 years away actually sharpened Conor's skills further, or whether Max's constant activity and elite-level competition gives him the true edge needed to finally end McGregor's dominance inside that octagon once and for all.
It's like a music to my ears it is. I'm out so long, 5 years. My body's fresh, my mind is sharp, I'm ready to come back. I've got a great opponent, I've got a great deal of the UFC, I'm very, very happy. They honored me, finally.
Joe Rogan praises Max Holloway's terrifying power with genuine amazement in his voice right now. He says that guy only needs to touch you once before everything changes completely inside that octagon. Rogan insists Max stands genuinely different from everybody else currently competing in this division, pointing out plenty of fighters hit hard, but Max hits on an entirely different level altogether. His genuine enthusiasm for Max's power adds real weight to growing concerns about just how dangerous this fight against Conor McGregor could actually become. Rogan's praise here sends a scary message of its own, suggesting Max possesses knockout power capable of ending this fight in a single moment, regardless of Conor's own reputation and dangerous striking ability built over his entire legendary UFC career leading into this massive comeback showdown. Eddie Hearn weighs in from outside the octagon, acknowledging just how dangerous this entire situation genuinely looks right now. He admits feeling comfortable discussing potential matchups like this, even though it isn't the current deal officially offered yet. He stresses real interest exists here if this route ever gets pursued properly down the line. Hearn acknowledges some people might view this as the more dangerous option available, especially given how much is riding on the eventual outcome for everyone involved. His outside perspective from boxing adds an interesting layer to this entire conversation, proving even fighters and promoters from different combat sports recognize just how genuinely unpredictable and dangerous this Holloway versus McGregor showdown has become as UFC 329 draws closer, with both men sending increasingly scary messages toward each other throughout this entire lengthy build-up process.
Comfortable to go into that fight next. That's not the basis of the deal that we've been offered, but it's definitely one we're interested in if it was offered, and if they want to look at that route. I think some might perceive that to be a more dangerous option, especially when there's so much riding on.
So there you have it, the full story laid out from every single angle. And Max Holloway has sent a genuinely scary message to Conor McGregor as UFC 329 finally draws near. Max trains with real purpose, speaks with calm confidence, and promises he's preparing for the most dangerous version of McGregor imaginable, refusing to underestimate his legendary opponent despite that lengthy 5-year layoff. Meanwhile, Conor fires back with pure fire, reminding everyone Max already fell to him once before, promising history simply repeats itself this time around too. Respected voices like Michael Bisping, Joe Rogan, and Javier Mendez all weigh in with genuinely mixed opinions, some favoring Max's consistent activity and elite-level competition, others trusting Conor's dangerous power and boxing IQ if he truly shows up prepared. One thing stays crystal clear though, this fight has captured the entire combat sports world's attention, with both men bringing real, genuine danger into that octagon together. Who actually walks away victorious when these two finally collide? Stay locked in tight because this saga is far from finished. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts down below, and subscribe today so you never miss this wild unfolding story.